Yes, hello everybody on the internet watching, and welcome to the start of Week 4 of the Totally Normal Football League here on twitch.tv/HeyI'mTG. It's the Hamilton Rollers visiting the shithouse here in San Francisco as they take on the 2-1 Shitbirds. As it appears, the Shitbirds won the opening coin toss and have chosen to defer possession to the Rollers. So the Rollers will get off, hopefully, to a blazing start. DJ Wideboy, thunderous kick down the middle to an awaiting Gary Goodlord. He's got no blockers in front, and he's going to get immediately stopped by RJ Scamp-Tapper at the 18. And we have our first possession of the game as the Rollers offense take to the field, led by former Shitbirds quarterback Jeff Forshot in what I've now dubbed the Wonder Boy offense, as he's going to immediately start in the shotgun. Khalid swim lanes in motion. Forshot immediately testing deep. He's got Camilo Pailani at the 50, and the catch is reeled in, tackled by Chad Candy, and the Rollers immediately with a huge gain as they're at their 49-yard line. This is the biggest test for the Rollers yet. While they lost to the 3-0 Gators last week, as we got a play action, it's a pass to Miles Gundark, who gets it to the 40 before being tackled down by a flock of seals. So he's not running away from that one, I'll tell you that. But the Rollers, this is their biggest test yet. The best offense in the league are the Shitbirds. Mostly from their ground game in Week 3, as they're lined up in the I-4. It's another play action, past the flat, nearly intercepted by Vigo Bungerquist. They were trying to get it to Booker Trayton Jr., who was already at the 10-yard line, but great swat away there by the safety. That'll bring up second down, as just in a blink of an eye, the Rollers are at the Shitbirds' 35-yard line. I formation now for the Rollers. Two tight ends. Jeff Forshot hands it off to Booker, who runs on the outside, cuts inwards for a 5-yard gain. The San Francisco crowd, loud as always, trying to get behind their Shitbirds defense, as it's now 3rd and 5. Rollers already in field goal range. Empty set for Forshot, who's behind center as he gets August Half-Price. It's a play action. It's over the middle. It's complete to number 14. That's Iggy Freestag, the former Knitters wide receiver, who the Rollers picked up, and a great investment for them there, as the great reception gets them to the Shitbirds' 15, and it's another first down. 15 yards to go until they get the end zone. Forshot's taking only a couple steps back, waiting for someone to open, throws it to the flat. August Half-Price catches the ball, but he's a couple steps out of bounds, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10. Ball on the 15-yard line.
Forshot, no tight ends as he hands it off to Darius Peppershaker, who has a huge hole up the middle, and he runs it all the way to the 4 for a first down. Nothing in the middle from the Shitbirds defense, as they were covering the sides pretty well. The Rollers did give a passing look as the ball is on the 3-yard line. The Rollers did look like they were going to pass with no tight end and only Peppershaker in the backfield, as we have a big I formation for the Rollers. And Forshot's going to try and throw out of the sack. He gets August Half-Price, but he has to go backwards in order to catch the ball, and he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard loss, as that's going to bring up second down. That was great work getting to the quarterback, and that was great work from Forshot, having the awareness to not throw an interception. As he's throwing it again at the 5, he catches on the slant Booker Trayton Jr., and that catches him on the drag, sorry. That's going to bring them to the 3-yard line once again, but this time it's a third down. Shitbirds looking to limit the Rollers to a field goal. It's 2 yards. Lots of meat on the field for the Rollers. Perhaps they're going to punch it. No, Forshot's going to throw it. He's got Pyloni in the corner route, and that's a touchdown reception. Great throw there by Forshot. Rollers start the game off strong with a touchdown on their first possession of the game. And the Shitbirds fans vocalizing their displeasure. And I think this will be the last time we say this, because this is the Rollers. They are no longer the team that is struggling. They are a contender here tonight, as the kick is good, and it's now up to the Shitbirds offense to respond. And I'm not a betting man, but if I did have money on this, that'd be an easy bet to say that the Shitbirds can respond to this. Again, the Shitbirds were the best offense in Week 3 in terms of total yardage gained, and they're currently the best team offensively in the league with the most points scored. However, not the strongest point differential, as they've still let a lot of points scored, as Vigo Bungerquist tries and spins the sticks around the defender, but he's going to get tackled at the 20. So a similar start here for the Shitbirds that the Rollers got, and they're going to have to go 80 yards for a touchdown here in their first possession of the game. Here in Week 4 of the Totally Normal Football League, Jalen Rundle Jr. in command of this I formation offense, as he goes ahead and flips the play. Fullback Ash Stinkler lead blocking through, and it's James Dingo, pardon me, through for a 6-yard gain. James Dingo, the best running back of Week 3, a crazy amount of yardage. It was, I think he was like approaching 200. I don't have the numbers in front of me here, as Rundle Jr.'s got split backs in the shotgun. It's going to hand off to James Dingo, but he's only going to get 2 yards. It's going to be a 3rd and short, as the linebackers converge on him to stop the run. And the Rollers threatening a 3-and-out here early, saying it's 3rd and 2. Rundle Jr. still in the I formation as Jason Wolf gets summoned to the line. And Rundle Jr. gets a great throw to Jason Wolf on the comeback, and the tiny reception is enough for a first down. Great call there by Jason Wolf, getting the quarterback's attention. A 5-yard gain is enough to move the chains. Rundle Jr. only had the 4th best passer rating in Week 3, as it's a play-action pass. It's a throw over the middle. It's intercepted by Gerald Skygrave, covering Kelsey Ma'ato. An amazing pick out of the air. And immediately we have a turnover on the Shitbirds' first drive. The Rollers will get the ball back on their 48-yard line. And whatever I was going to say is immediately out of my head, as Forshot is once again in this empty formation. The Shitbirds moving into the tackle box. No, so I was about to say they weren't going to be fooled by this being a pass, but Pepper Shaker still barreled through for nearly 8 yards. And the San Francisco crowd a little quiet, as it's now 2nd and 3, as the Rollers have entered enemy territory. Very tight formation as Forshot's looking to throw. He's got Pyloni on the corner route, but can't quite get through the tight coverage, as Vigo Bungerquist forces the incompletion, playing very close to Pyloni. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. Or perhaps 3rd and 3, not quite 3rd and short. Look short from this low video game camera angle we have. Forshot's going to throw it. He's got Booker Tate Jr. on the drag route, and he's going to get tackled by Vigo at the 27-yard line. Great play calling there by the Rollers. Perhaps they weren't confident that they'd be able to bust through with the amount of pressure the Shitbirds were calling there, as Forshot's now in an empty set. This is the set they love to have August Half Price go in motion before the snap and fake a handoff to him. We'll see if they fake it. No, it is a fake. Getting through, Pyloni on the corner route, and it's a touchdown! Great blocking there by Booker Trayton Jr., who raced downfield to clear the lane for Pyloni. Look at this. Incredible work. I don't know if you'll see him just in the end zone already, dealing with business, and Just like that, the second touchdown for the Rollers, and the Shitbirds are panicking. Great play call, great catch, great downfield blocking, great touchdown. Rollers with the extra point as Kyle Borger kicks it through, and just like that, the Rollers are up 14-0 against the Shitbirds, and this crowd is stunned. Jalen Rundle Jr. definitely with his offensive coordinator at the sideline going over their playbooks. Now this offense usually just, like I said, week after week just slices and dices through their opponents as Vigo Bungerquist barely makes it to the 18-yard line. This might be the toughest challenge yet. The only game the Shitbirds have lost this season was a squeaker against the Beefers. And this is the biggest deficit the Shitbirds have had this early in a game, as there's only 37 seconds. It's of play action, and Rundle Jr. is just going to scramble forward, and he knocks the ball loose! But it's picked up by Andy Overnight, who actually gets it for a first down, and middle linebacker Reno Pearson for the Rollers appears to have injured his elbow. Now that was disaster averted. Everything was going wrong for this team for a moment. Jalen Rundle Jr. on a great scramble forward. A hard hit by Reno Pearson knocks the ball loose, but it's picked up by Andy Overnight as we end the first quarter. 14-0 for the visiting Rollers squad. Incredible stuff. The Shitbirds, undefeated in the preseason. So thankfully Reno Pearson, just a bruised elbow. He will return. That's great for this Rollers defense. Split backs for the Shitbirds. It's a pitch to James Dingo. Tries to fake out the blitzing linebacker. That is Walter Kiteflyer. But Walter Kiteflyer doesn't fall for it, and it's a 1-yard tackle for loss. The Shitbirds looking for passes. They're going to get Pierre Dumoulin on the comeback, and that's going to be a 7-yard gain. Going to bring up third down. One of the reasons the Shitbirds are one of the best offenses in the league is they're all linesmen, as Jalen Rundle Jr. is scrambling for a first down, and he gets the first down and then some and keeps the drive alive. Great scrambling so far from this game. While he did get tackled and had a forced fumble, thankfully Andy Overnight was able to recover that fumble, but other than that, his two scrambles have been incredible, as it's a fullback handoff to Phil Stickler. Immediately hammock slammed down by Walter Kiteflyer. I feel like I'm not finishing any of my thoughts, so I apologize, but one of the reasons the Shitbirds offense has been so good is their offensive linemen. You got Brinks there, left guard, the best lineman in the league, as Jalen Rundle Jr. hits the tight end on a drag. That's Steve Mellenballer making the short reception. Yeah, you have Adam Banks, who statistically more pancakes than a Waffle House. Let me tell you that. Or more pancake. You know what? The point is, he's damn good, as Rundle Jr. gets a deep pass to Pierre Dumoulin on a slant, and he's at the 20, being tackled down by Landon Chuckbuff. And the Shitbirds have the car started. Finally making some receptions, finally picking apart this Rollers defense. And Rundle Jr. 4 for 5. Of course, with one interception, but other than that, he's been perfect, as it's a quick pass. Great curl there by Andy Overnight within the defending zones, and that's going to be an 11-yard catch to bring the Shitbirds at the 8-yard line of the opponent. Now the trouble all season long has been converting points once they get to the red zone. What is Rundle Jr. going to do while we're here? He's going to throw it, and he's sacked! Forced fumble recovered by Ray Lazar III, and that's the second time now the ball has been punched out of Jalen Rundle Jr.'s grasp, and that's the second time they've caught a good break with a Shitbird being able to recover it. Great blitz there from the Rollers, and they're going to hand it off to Phil Stickler, who gets it to the 10, but that's going to be a quick tackle as Reno Pearson's back on the scene after a very small elbow injury, a bruised elbow that he had to sit out a couple of plays for. And it's now 3rd and 11 to get to the goal line for Jalen Rundle Jr. He's got the throw. He's got Motto at the corner, and that's a touchdown for the Shitbirds as they finally get some points on the board. Kelsey Motto. Well, his last reception attempt resulted in an interception. He's there free and clear in the left side of the end zone for 6. Great pass there by Jalen Rundle Jr. And the Shitbirds finally bite back as DJ Whiteboy kicks the extra point. The deficit reduced to 7 with your visiting Hamilton Rollers leading by 7. 14-7. Very even split of runs to passing there from the Shitbirds. And again, just want to hammer this point home. That's what makes them such a devastating offense. Phil Stickler at fullback and James Dingo at halfback. Of course, you got Jason Wolf as running back number 2, putting up incredible numbers. They can absolutely punch through the weak points of a running defense, and if you don't have people to cover Andy Overnight, and especially Pierre Dumoulin in the middle, you were going to eat it as Gary Goodlord makes it all the way to the 30 before being tackled down by... Was that the kicker, DJ Whiteboy, tackling him? That's hilarious. The Rollers with okay field position, starting at the 31. They're lined up in their big I formation. It's a handoff to Booker on the counter. He's trying to make his way through what we've started calling, he's trying to vibrate through the scrum. Gets about 5 yards on that to the 35-yard line. Fireworks are flying in the heat of this battle. 4-shot once again in the big I formation. They love throwing corner routes from this formation. We'll see what they do here. They got Pyloni. No, he's going to throw to the flat, but it's tipped away by the linebacker. That's Spencer Needlemouse, veteran Shitbird linebacker, swatting away the ball. And this Shitbirds crowd getting alive again as it's now 3rd down for the Rollers in their empty set once again. 3 for 3 on 3rd down. They have not been denied yet. August Half Price again fakes the handoff, but he's sacked. Dante Rimsitter with the sack is going to bring up 4th down. Great work there by the Shitbirds lineman. And so the Rollers finally have a drive that does not end in points as Dash Euler is out to punt. Ooh, a thunderous punt as Vigo Bungerquist receives the ball at the 16, and he's going to make it only to the 30 before he's lariated down by Carter Amenbrake. Shitbirds down a touchdown, 2 minutes remaining in the first half, so we will have this play and then we'll get the 2-minute warning as Andy Overnight trying to get on a streak, but it's tipped away by Nate Arnett. Landon Chuff Puff as well, covering Overnight, as we're now hitting the 2-minute warning. Laycock paused at a minute 57. Rundle Jr. under pressure, throws it to the outside. Ma'ato picks up the catch at the 1st down marker. Shitbirds at their 40-yard line. That's Ma'ato's 2nd reception of the day for 20 yards. Steps out of bounds to pause the clock. Oh, but they're gonna, because we're inside of 2 minutes, this is going to be automatically reviewed. Did Ma'ato have both feet in bounds? We're looking at that right foot to see if it's on the line. Thank you, camera, for being too far up. It can't be touching any part of that line. Was it in bounds? So Ma'ato will keep his second reception of the game, and the Shitbirds will get their first down at the 40 as the Shitbirds crowd erupts and cheers at the call. 1st and 10. Rundle Jr. is just going to go on the QB boot play, and he's going to throw it to a double-covered Ma'ato. And that's easily tipped away by Gerald Skygrave. This is something that's been cute from a lot of general managers. They've been swapping up which cornerbacks are on which side of the field from game to game, depending on the matchup. And they have the taller and, on paper, better statted Gerald Skygrave covering Kelsey Ma'ato. It's a fake handoff as Rundle Jr. on another brilliant scramble gets it past the 50. First down, Shitbirds, as they're now at the opponent's 49. Rundle Jr. in the weak I formation, looking for a throw. Passes a deep bomb to Kelsey Ma'ato, and it gets past Skygrave for a touchdown. And just like that, the Shitbirds have an opportunity to tie it up as they put 6 on the board. A thunderous throw from Jalen Rundle Jr. Skygrave reaching out, attempting to intercept the pass, but it's just out of his tippy fingers. And out comes DJ Wideboy to tie up the game, as the momentum has swung firmly into Shitbirds territory now. It swung into the Shitbirds' favor, I should say, as Wideboy. Big kick. Kick is good, and we have a tie game here in San Francisco. Kelsey Ma'ato has really stepped up for the Shitbirds this season. Usually we talk about Andy Overnight being the #1 wide receiver on the Shitbirds, but his tall stature, heavy weight, and fairly reasonable speed has been a huge asset in a lot of these matchups, as Gary Goodlord is trying to get it to the 28, gets tackled down. A minute 28 remaining in the half. The Rollers looking to end the half up on points as they begin this drive from their 29. Jeff Forshaw in the shotgun, which longtime viewers know what's coming. It's a pass. It's caught by Khalid Swimlanes, and he's at the opponent's 41-yard line. And the Rollers have a long way to sprint to as they're in no huddle mode. This is Garrett Rinser. Now pass blocking. It's a pass to the flat. Camilo Pailoni reels it in. He's going to be a second and inches away. The Rollers are already, wow, at the 32 of their opponent. Things move fast here in the TNFL. It's a pass. Booker Trayton Jr. on the drag route. Will get the first down. As a timeout is used, 58 seconds left in the half. Forshaw in the big boy formation. Looking for a pass. He's throwing a deep bomb to Booker Trayton Jr., but it's overthrown out of bounds, and that'll bring up second. A very exciting game to kick off week 4 here tonight. Both teams throwing haymakers. Forshaw in the shotgun. In the 4 shotgun, if you will. August half race on the move. And it's a quick pass to Camilo Pailoni, but it's easily tipped away by RJ Scamptapper. Not enough feather on that throw to get it over the defender, and it just about hits the cornerback right in the arms. And Forshaw once again in the shotgun for 3rd and 10. Khalid Swimlane's on the move. Forshaw pump fakes, throws it. Oh, tipped away.
Number 10, the intended receiver on the play.
That'll bring up 4th down, and the Rollers are going to go for the 44-yard field goal attempt. Kicked by Kyle Borger. It's up, and it's great kick. Splitting the uprights fair and true. And the Rollers will break the tie, going ahead 3 points, 17-14, as the Shitbirds have 44 seconds to potentially respond with points of their own. Beagle Bungerquist receives the kick at the 4-yard line, and he's running. He's at the 20. He's at the 30. Tackled down by Henry Chortle.
Number 16 on the return.
At the 31. Ball spotted at the 32.
They'll start the drive.
And the Shitbirds looking for their patented throw offense here with 39 seconds remaining in the half. It's a play action to James Dingle. They'll throw it to the corner, and that's to Overnight at the sideline, but it's slightly overthrown to the veteran wide receiver, and he's very clearly out of bounds there. That's going to bring up 2nd down with a paused clock at 35 seconds remaining. Rundle Jr. with 2 tight ends. It's a quick pass to Overnight, who gets past the defender, and he's at the 30. He's at the 20. Landon jump up in pursuit, but it's not enough. And the Shitbirds will call on Andy Overnight. An insane catch through tight coverage there. Past the coverage of Will Elnett, and it's not enough. Andy Overnight into the end zone. And that's another touchdown for the veteran. An incredible catch there by Andy Overnight. Puts the Shitbirds up 3. Looking for 4 with this DJ wide boy extra point attempt. And it's good. And San Francisco goes to 21 against the visiting Hamilton Rollers 17. 1 play, 1 touchdown is how the Shitbirds dialed that one up, and we'll see if the Rollers can respond with only 27 seconds left in the half. 2 timeouts remaining. With the Shitbirds, it's a squib kick. As Gary Goodlord has problems picking it up. He has to go all the way back to the 5. And he's going to get it to the 28 before being tackled down. Now, I can bet every one of the GMs part of the over their division are looking at this game hoping for a Rollers victory, because the Shitbirds are the favorites to win that division. So any defeat will be a welcome one. 4 shots in the shotgun here. 22 seconds remaining. Pump fake. Pump fake again. It's a deep pass. Camilo Piloni has separation at the 20. Tackled down. And just like that, with a timeout by the Rollers, with 15 seconds remaining, they have 15 yards to go to respond with a touchdown of their own, with 4 shot in the shotgun once again. And it's a quick throw to swim lanes, and it's intercepted in the end zone. Chad Candy picks up the pass intended for, I believe that was Camilo Piloni getting into the end zone. No, it was Khalid Swim Lanes trying to come across and picked off by the safety. 10 seconds remaining. We'll see how the Shitbirds respond here. It looks like they're set to... Oh, they're going to throw it. What madmen. They're throwing it to a dingo screen, and they get 7 yards on it. That was scary, with 4 seconds remaining. And counting, so the Shitbirds will bring us to halftime up 4 points. The Shitbirds 21, the Hamilton Rollers, the visiting team 17. I promised fireworks to open up week 4, and my goodness, these two teams have already brought quite the show for us. As everyone gets in place, as the Shitbirds will receive first possession of the half, having won the coin toss, and have chosen to do so. Well, it's not a completely sealed dome. We are under a roof here at the shit house, so wind is not a gigantic factor. As Vigo Bungerquist gets tackled down at the 27. We'll see what kind of strategy that the Shitbirds will go into the second half with. Will they move to more ground and pound running game, or will they stick with the passing game that has been working well, attacking the outside zones? But no, it's a handoff to James Dingo, and Landon Chup-Up brings him down, and that run was eerily similar to the run that stuck a dagger into the hearts of, who was it last week? I think it was the Trash Pandas. Yes, it was the Trash Pandas, as it's a handoff to James Dingo up the right side, and Landon Chup-Puff once again tackling down the running back. If Dingo can use his speed on these outside runs and make the safety miss, it is a touchdown. It's incredible what this running back can do here, as we're on 2nd and 6. That was partly the reason why the Shitbirds racked up so many rushing yards, as it's a handoff to Jason Wolf up the middle for a first down. Forced fumble! Recovered by the Rollers. And that is the 3rd forced fumble of the game for this Rollers defense. A phenomenal showing here, as Foreshot's been gifted a possession at their 46-yard line. Foreshot in the shotgun. It's a high snap. He has to jump for it. It's a deep bomb intended for Booker Drayton Jr., but it's overthrown. Foreshot attempting to send a message quick. Well guarded there by Nick Pacer. 2nd and 10. 2 forced fumbles on Jalen Rundle Jr. and a 3rd on the running back Jason Wolf, as Darius Peppershaker runs up the middle for 4 yards, attempting to make a shorter 3rd down. So it'll be 3rd and 6, as this San Francisco crowd, once dead in the early minutes of the first quarter, now back in full force cheering on this defense. Foreshot looking to throw, in trouble, throws it to the check down Camilo Piloni, who barges forward for a first down. Just enough for a first down to keep the drive alive for the Rollers. Great play call there.
1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
On the opponent's 43s, Jeff Foreshot. No tight end, just Darius Peppershaker, and it's a handoff up the middle, and he's tackled down by Spencer Needlemouse, or Alan Peepers, sorry. Alan Peepers with the tackle on Darius Peppershaker. Good run up the middle there, though. The Rollers love using that formation. Usually when you only have one back and no tight end, that screams throw. This Foreshot. Another high snap. He has to jump for it. Looking for Gundark, but it's not. Oh, Gundark with the forced fumble. Picked up by August Halfprice. Rollers touchdown. What an incredible... what on earth? What have they been feeding the Rollers over there in Hamilton? Because it's given them the strength just to plow the football out of anyone's hands. What did I just watch? Extra point attempt by Kyle Borger is good, and the Rollers go up 3 points. What did I just see? A throw intended for Miles Gundark. Intercepted. And then immediately the tackle to stop the return gets thrown out of his hands, picked up by August Halfprice, the tight end, and runs it into the end zone. My God. Welcome to the Totally Normal Football League. What? This is an amazing game already. Vigo Bungerquist reels it in at the 3, and he's at the 20 already. That was such a heavy hit there by Emmett Blancright. Oh my god, Vigo Bungerquist, dude. You poor little man.
First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Ball security now a huge theme for the Shitbirds, and while they're only down 3 points, they're down, what, 2 turnovers now on the differential. Lined up in the weak I formation. Rundle Jr. is trying to scramble out of the pocket, but in like a sock of quarters comes Brendan Legstrong with the sack. A sack of quarters, if you will. A 4-yard sack is going to push the Shitbirds all the way back to their 25, 2nd and 14. Rundle Jr. throws it, tries to get Ma'auto on a comeback, but the pass is incomplete. Third and very long now for the Shitbirds. However, the Shitbirds haven't failed on a 3rd down conversion yet. Rundle Jr. in the shotgun. Dingo and Henry Winnings beside him. Rundle Jr. throws one up to Kelsey Ma'auto, tipped away by Gerald Skygrave, and that's going to be a 4th down. Keep your heads up, viewers, because the swinging momentum could take a head off here as Ash Stunkler is here to punt. Tries to punt it to the sideline best he can. It's a great punt by Ash Stunkler. Trying to get as much airtime under it as possible, and he's going to punt it to the 23-yard line. Perfectly calculated, still inbounds. We've seen so many punters this season shank those kind of attempts, as it's a fake handoff, in trouble, over the middle, nearly intercepted. Perhaps that was a free interception, but Wayne T. Block choosing to simply swat the ball down instead of attempt to go for the interception and perhaps accidentally bounce it towards a roller. It's been that kind of day for them, so probably good to take the sure thing as we're in the big formation. Jeff Forshaw has Booker Trayton Jr. on the outside. He's at the 35, tackled down by Chad Candy. And I said this earlier, they love throwing to the corners out of this bunched formation. That's not quite like it's an I formation, but instead of using all the tight ends, they have wide receivers very close to the line. As you have Darius Peppershaker into pass block. It's a pass to August Half-Price, but it's tipped away. Great play on the ball there by RJ Scamp Tapper. It's 2nd down, and yeah, that corners play from the Rollers has been money for them this season since they've reworked the playbook.
Ball on the 36-yard line.
Forshaw in the shotgun. They've got Booker Trayton Jr., and he's got separation as Nick Pacer dives for his life trying to stop it, but it's another Booker Trayton Jr. touchdown. And the Rollers go up 9. Valborger to pick up another extra point. And the kick is good. And the Rollers go up 10, 31-21. What a game so far. The Shitbirds have never really been a team to play from behind, and now put into a unique situation. Have to rise up to the challenge, and this Rollers offense is delivering. The Rollers currently 1-2 on the season. Vigo Bungerquist getting to the 23. The Shitbirds will definitely have all the pieces in place I feel like I've fallen into the same trap the Michigan Hellcats have fallen into in the Over Here division, where they started off as the favorites to go to the Normal Bowl, to win their division, but now everyone has sort of been cribbing notes. Oh, big vicious slap down there by Braden Cringe protecting the flat. I feel like everybody has been taking notes on the Shitbirds being public enemy number one and really adjusting their playbook and their personnel to counter both offensively and defensively. And the Shitbirds, who I don't think have changed their playbook once since the start of the season, which, to be fair, it's one of the best playbooks in the game. Again, they're leading in offensive yardage as James Dingo attempts to run to the outside, doesn't quite get the block support from Ray Lazard III that he would have liked. But yeah, the Shitbirds still with the most amount of offensive yardage. Again, most of that from the ground, thanks to James Dingo. But we're now 3rd and long. Jalen Rundle Jr. is in the I formation. It's a play action. And he can't get it out in time. It's going to be ruled an incomplete, but Drew Badford got to the quarterback. And it's 4th down for the Shitbirds, who seem to have completely stalled out here in the 3rd quarter. Ash Stunkler with the punt. Good Lord, at the 35, quickly tackled down. He was barely able to get 5 yards before being splattered. And the Rollers, who have scored on every drive so far in the half, looking to increase the lead even further. August half price. It's been play action every time from that scenario, but Jeff Forshot has to throw it away under pressure.
The intended receiver on the play. Second and 10.
You have Evan Sackland, number 96 on the left there. Erwin Mongo trying his best to hold him back. That is going to be your O-linesman, D-linesman matchup to pay attention to. As Forshot gets August half price on the post, and that's a 1st down at the opponent's 35.
The result of the play is a 1st down. First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
The Rollers are making it look easy once again in this twin or double tight ends I formation. Play action. Throws it to left side, tries to look for Miles Gundark, but he's defended.
Number 18, the intended receiver on the play.
That was Nick Pacer with the slap away, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 at the opponent's 36. What on earth is going on here? That's Richard Dollarstory at fullback, and he gets Booker on the corner route, but that was a vicious tackle from behind as the ball is knocked loose. And that's 3rd down Rollers.
3rd and 10.
Apparently the tackle was on time. They're not going to rule that pass interference. Forshot in the shotgun, under pressure, has to throw it away quick. Miles Gundark almost came up with that, but great defending there by RJ Scamptapper. That's going to bring up 4th down, and are the Rollers in Kyle Borger's range? They're going to go 53 yards. His longest was a 44 earlier. This is still going to be a difficult kick. The accuracy is good, and the distance is good. What an incredible kick by Kyle Borger to increase the lead to 13. Thank you, Quill. Shout out to the mods in chat dealing with spam. And the Rollers look like they just can't be stopped. And most of the time I'll quip that if there's any offense in the league that can fight back, it's the Shitbirds, but they've been throwing incompletes. James Dingo has been stopped on the outside, and the Rollers have been doing an incredible job. As Sonny DeWilliams attempts to stiff-arm someone 8 times his size in the form of... who was that? I don't see anyone with a 22. Unless I misread that. James Dingo behind. He's going to get a play action. Rundle Jr. throws it deep to Andy Overnight. He catches it at the 20. Tackled down at the 15 by the safety, Landon Chuffpuff. And maybe I can say that if there's one team that can fight back, it's the Shitbirds. First and 10. Rundle Jr. in the weak eye. Once again, this is one of the favorite formations of the Shitbirds. And Rundle Jr. is going to hold on to it, but he's not going to get far with the Drew Badford tackle. He's only going to get less than a yard. Still at the opponent's 11. Rundle Jr. looks to throw. He's got a great pocket. He's going to throw it to Pierre Dumoulin, who gets it to the 1. Is unable to spin through and break the plane of the goal. Great pass there as we end the third quarter. Hamilton Rollers up 13 as the score is 34-21 as the San Francisco Shitbirds in a unique position they haven't found themselves in so far this season. They are down multiple scores. Bill Stickler flipping the play. Looks like they'll be running right. It's a pitch to James Dingo, and nobody's there as he spins in for a touchdown. And that's James Dingo's, or that increases James Dingo's touchdown count of the year. As he catches the pitch that just goes straight through the halfback. Or the fullback, sorry. Incredible stuff. And the Shitbirds with a 1-yard touchdown run will bring the deficit down. And the kick is good, and the Shitbirds now trail by 6. The defensive coordinator of the Shitbirds definitely giving the defense a pep talk, trying to work out how to stop this Rollers offense. The deficit reduced to a single score lead. Even a field goal here for the Rollers will be phenomenal because that'll put them back up a score here as we've begun the fourth quarter. Gary Goodlord at the 20, at the 28 before being tackled down by Damian Fullmoon. And look at that! The Shitbirds, only 10 yards less offense. Both teams over 300 yards total. Incredible stuff this game. A real treat to kick off week 4. As we're once again in the twin tight end eye form for the Rollers. The Shitbirds throwing a lot of pressure. Booker Trayton Jr. is going to run it on the outside. He's got good blocks from August Half-Price, and that run's going to go for 8 yards. Stopped down by Sonny DeWilliams. Booker Trayton Jr. I feel like could have gone even further there, but he got caught up on his own blocker with August Half-Price shoving the cornerback that far back. And 4 shots in the shotgun. I smell a deep bomb to Booker Trayton Jr. here on second down. 7 minutes, 18 seconds and counting remaining in the game. Rollers up 6. In the pocket. He throws it to Booker. He's at the 30. Tackled down at the opponent's 26. And the Rollers in field goal position. Man, that was an angry scowl there on 4 shot as he let that one rip. First and 10 at the opponent's 28. Will it be another play action at half price? Oh, you damn well better be. Catching up, leaping 19 stories in the air is Camilo Pailoni on the quick post. And he'll bring it to the Shitbirds 15. And this Rollers offense cannot be stopped. They are not playing like a 1-2 team here today, folks, against the highest scoring offense in the league. I form big. It's a handoff to Pepper Shaker on the counter run, and he'll get 7 yards. And this Shitbirds crowd begging for a stop here. It's 2nd and 4. 4 shot in the big I form. And off to Pepper Shaker once again on the counter run, and the ball is loose! The ball is loose, picked up by the Shitbirds! And it's been forced fumble city here at the Shithouse. As finally the Shitbirds get a lucky break, but Hamilton is challenging the fumble. Now so far this season, coaches have had a really easy time at calling these. And this is a useless camera angle. Again, you're looking for a knee or elbow down before the ball pops out. I don't think this is going to help anymore. I can't see a damn thing. We'll see what the referees have decided. This is a pivotal moment of the game. The Shitbirds. No fumble occurred. What a devastating call if you're a Shitbirds fan. As the Rollers, even if they're stopped to a field goal here at the 5-yard line, looking to go up a whole score. 4 shots. Again in the big I formation. They just need to fall forward a millimeter for a first down, but 4 shots going to throw it away. Deciding not to go for the run. 4 shot went for broke on the passing play for a touchdown, and immediately throwing it away under pressure. Now there's a play call that's going to get Hamiltonians up in a tizzy as Kyle Borger is set to kick the field goal attempt. And it's good. However, even with that awful play call, the Rollers have increased their lead to 9. So the Shitbirds need multiple scores to retake the lead. So things are looking good for the Rollers, but we've seen 1 overnight flight so far this game. We almost saw 2 before it was stopped down by Chad Candy. And an amazing punt. Sonny DeWilliams catching it at the goal line. He's going to get to the 21 before being thrown to the mat by Henry Chortle. Still lots of time on the board for the Shitbirds. 4 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the game. Down by 9. Jason Wolfen is the running back who gets audible to the line. Rundle Jr. throwing it. Pump fake, amazing stuff. Andy Overnight on the comeback, and he'll get a 7-yard reception.
Gain of 6 on the play.
Second and 3 for the Shitbirds.
Hey, watch that screen. Watch your eyes. Watch the play.
Pierre Dumoulin in motion. No, he's sent right back to where he was. Trying to read the defense is Rundle Jr. He gets Auto on the post. He's at the 35. He's at the 20. The 10. Kite Flyer unable to get him, and it's touchdown Shitbirds. Now, normally it's Dumoulin or Overnight on those kind of plays, but it was Auto cutting through the middle for the great reception, making the tackler miss. That pump fake was incredible work by Jalen Rundle Jr. And it's DJ Wideboy with the extra points. And it's a close game, folks. The Shitbirds within 2. Now, what do you do if you're the Rollers here? Do you have faith in Darius Peppershaker and Booker Trayton Jr. to grind out first downs and the clock at the same time? Or do you still bust a move and make those deep passes downfield to hope for a quick touchdown? Because 4 minutes is a lot for either of these defenses to make a miracle happen. Because all you need is a Booker Trayton Jr. lob. All you need is an overnight flight, and you got points on the board as Gary Goodlord makes it past the 30. He'll be tackled down by Damian Fullmoon at the 32. And I'll be damned if Jalen Rundle Jr. won't have the best passer rating at the end of the week. 4 shots, play action, and they will keep slinging it. Tapped away by RJ Scamtapper. This is dangerous waters here for the Rollers. Because while you are definitely addicted to the rush that comes from a Booker Trayton Jr. 60-yard touchdown pass, an interception may lose you the game. There's still lots of time left, just under 4 minutes remaining here as we have a twin tight end I formation. It's a handoff to Booker Trayton Jr., who will run it out the outside for a huge gain. Now that would have probably gone to the house if Corey Blanchard have gotten the deep block on the safety. But we'll leave the what-ifs to the pundits, as it's 1st and 10, and 4 shots in the shotgun. He's going for that touchdown. The Rollers don't exactly have a deep playbook. They catch Camila Piloni on the post route, and they're going to get it to the opponent's 31. Oh my god, great. I saw the linebacker pancake there. Not sure who did the pancaking, but the Rollers definitely showing up here against this defense. And the Rollers need more than a field goal to go up to a point now, to go up a score, now. It's a handoff to Darius Peppershaker. He's got a lead block at August Half-Price. He's at the 10. That's a touchdown for the Rollers. And the Rollers back up 8 points. Peppershaker with great lead blocking by August Half-Price. He looked a little jittery, but putting on the Jets to escape a pursuing Fred Scooty. Punches it in. 31-yard touchdown run. And a very kooky score on the scoreboard right now as the Rollers go up to 44. (44-35). Welcome to video game football. Oh my god. Two minutes, 32 seconds remaining. The Shitbirds down 2 scores and seemingly unable to get a takeaway from this Hamilton offense. Kyle Borger, thunderous kick down the middle. Sonny DeWilliams catching it at the goal line. He's already at the 10. Trying to get further. What a tackle shake, but doesn't get much farther than that. The Shitbirds, only 2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Again, still a bit of time, but they'll want to score soon. Kelsey Otto trying to get the bullet pass, but it's incomplete.
Second and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
If you're the Shitbirds, you definitely want to keep possession for the 2-minute warning to take more resources away from the Rollers. It's a rollout. It's intercepted by Reno Pearson at the 10, and that may be the game. The Rollers have been able to convert for touchdowns from this position time after time so far in this game. And Reno Pearson, with his bruised elbow, reels in the catch at the opponent's 11.
First and 10. Ball on the 11-yard line. Let's go.
And the Shitbirds look as mortal as ever, even though Jalen Rundle Jr. has been throwing a heck of a game. That's his 2nd interception. It's a handoff for Peppershaker up the middle, gets it to the 5. And some tempers flaring up between players here. Some extracurriculars going on as we hit the 2-minute warning.
Second and 4. Ball on the 5-yard line. Yeah, you see me. Bring it up. Watch your man. Here we go, baby. From the start. No stop that motor.
August Half-Price finally gets the handoff he's been looking for all day. And that's another touchdown for the Rollers. What a brilliant bookend play for the tight end who has been play-actioned for at least 5 times this game. Finally gets the Jeff Forshaw handoff he's been pleading for. And he punches it in for a rushing touchdown. And the Rollers are going to go for 2 here to go up an even 2 scores. It's play action, and the Shitbirds are having none of that. An immediate sack there by Fred Scooty. That safety cushion for the Shitbirds gone. Down by 3 scores now. The Shitbirds have gone from needing some good plays to needing miracles. Of course, every Tuesday and Wednesday we have a TNFL doubleheader. Stick with us after the break. It's going to be the Michigan Hellcats and the Seattle Beavers. You don't want to miss that, as number 22 makes it to the 21 before being tackled down.
22 on the return. They'll take over at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Come on.
I predict Jalen Rundle Jr. will waste no time throwing it deep to any one of his lieutenants here. Catches Maotto on the curl for a 2nd and inches. A great throw there. Minute 45 and counting. Rundle Jr. threw out of the sack.
Number 81, the intended receiver on the play.
Rocky Fiddleman nearly getting to the quarterback in time.
3rd and inches. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Down by 15 points. 3 scores. 2 if they need. Rundle Jr. is off. He's got the first down. He gets past the 40. The Shitbirds will need a 2-point conversion attempt to be successful. A minute 30 and counting. Play action. Deep pass. Tipped away by Khalid Swimlane's playing in quarterback. What was he doing there? But it's defensive pass interference on Hamilton.
Number 90, still first down.
Or no, that was number 90. That was offsides. Sorry, I didn't read the prompt. It came up so quickly. That was on Drew Badford.
47 yards.
That's going to bring it to 1st and 5.
Hey, watch the screen.
Rundle Jr. Oh, just throwing it away. It was in the direction of Andy Overnight. Curious throw. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. A minute 23 remaining. Perhaps he just threw it away to sacrifice a down, or 2nd and 5, sorry. Perhaps he threw it away to sacrifice a down to stop the clock. Normally you spike it, but who knows? In trouble. He has to throw it away again, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Great pressure there from the Rollers. A minute 18 remaining. Still 2 downs. The Shitbirds will go for it on 4th if it comes to that. 5 for 7 on 3rd down, which is really good for the league. It's a pass. Oh, that's number 14. That's Bill Sellers. We never say his name. That's like wide receiver number 5 for the Shitbirds as they're in the I formation. It's a pass to Bill Sellers again. Who is this man, and why was he on the bench for this long? 2 pivotal passes brings the Shitbirds to the opponent's 19. Rundle Jr. backing up again, trying to catch Sellers on the curl, but it's off the mark. That's going to pause the game at 50 seconds. Piloni getting the game's MVP. Rundle Jr. is just going to run it forward, and he's going to slide 3 yards away from a first down, but it's 3rd down. Shitbirds need a touchdown, and they need a 2-point conversion. It's a bullet, nearly intercepted. Emmett Bonkright attempted to play the ball. Play of the game for the Shitbirds. At minimum, they need a first down, but they need a touchdown here to stay in the game. They need a touchdown. They need a 2-point conversion. Who will they throw to in their time of need against this Hamilton defense? They'll throw it trying to get Kelsey Ma'ato on the post, but it's a turnover on downs, and this game will belong to the 2-2 Hamilton Rollers.
First and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line. Let's go now. Come on.
The Shitbirds have all of their timeouts still, which is why the Rollers aren't simply going to kneel here, as Darius Peppershaker happens forward for about 4 yards, and the Shitbirds use their first of 3 timeouts.
On the play.
But it's going to be too little too late. The Shitbirds had to have converted
Second and 6.
on that touchdown with the amount of time remaining.
They don't get nothing. It's showtime, baby. Keep it up. Let's go. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Danny. Let's go, baby.
Four-shot. The clock is stopped, so four-shot should still snap here at some point. To hang off to Peppershaker. He'll only get a yard before being stopped.
20 with the carry. Gain of 2 on the play.
Damian Full Moon and Wayne T-Block stopping the run there. It's going to be 3rd and 4. The final timeout used by the Shitbirds. Or, sorry, the second timeout. I know how math works. Peppershaker gets stopped at the line. And that's the last timeout for the Shitbirds. The Shitbirds will get the ball back with 25 seconds remaining, but they're still down more than 2 scores. They need 2-point conversions. Dash Euler hoping to pin the Shitbirds deep. Kill this game off real quick. There's the hike. Euler shanks it pretty badly. And the Shitbirds will have a short field in front of them. 0 time on the clock left, though.
First and 10.
They're at the opponent's 41. 20 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown on this throw. They do not have any time for anything else. This has to be the alley-oop. And he gets one. It's to Ma'ato. He is out of bounds! Okay, I disagree. I disagree with that. He was in the back of the end zone, sure. But that looked like tapped toes to me. The Shitbirds still with a challenge in the half. I'm surprised they are not challenging that. The clock is stopped at 14 seconds. Shitbirds fans are going to be raving about that forever. Great pocket. It's another alley-oop to Kelsey Ma'ato. Slapped away by Jeremy Au. 7 seconds remaining on the clock. And now, even if the Shitbirds do recover an onside kick, they may time out during that onside kick attempt. Wow, that no-look backhand swat away. What the crap, Jeremy Au. Here, Dumoulin on the move. No time left. Shitbirds have to throw it to the flat, and that's going to eat away the rest of their time. No timeouts remaining, and the Rollers will come up victorious 50-35. This was an 85-score game, folks. Holy Mackinac. And both these teams will now go to 2-2 as the Rollers look to make the over here division incredibly competitive, and the Shitbirds, they were upset by the Beefers in week 1, sure, but this is the first game we saw that we really exposed them, I think. Absolutely incredible stuff. We'll go to the passer ratings. Yeah, Jalen Rundle Jr., he threw 2 interceptions, sure, but in my opinion, Jalen Randall Jr. is the best quarterback in the league. We saw so many amazing coverage reads and throws from him all game long, but it just got to a point where the Shitbirds defense just couldn't hand up their end of the bargain. Jeff Forshaw, a 91 passer rating, throwing for 300. Jalen Randall Jr. almost hit 400 yards. Jeff Forshaw is at 371. Randall Jr. throwing for 4 touchdowns. This is incredible, dude. Forshaw, 51% completion rate. Randall Jr. at 48. Wow. Darius Peppershaker, 1 rushing touchdown. 73 yards. James Dingo, far cry from his nearly 200-yard game last week. Only gets 29 on 8 carries. He did get a rushing touchdown, however. Yeah, Booker Trayton Jr., 4 attempts for 30. Let's go to the receiving here. Yeah, Camilo Pailoni, 8 receptions for 163. This man's jump stat is incredible, dude. On top of the guy being 6'7", he has been an absolute, like, when the Rollers have called his number, he has been there, jumping at opportunities, literally in this case. And of course you have Booker Trayton Jr., only 1 touchdown this game, but still over the century mark. So many people over the century mark, both Ma'auto and Overnight, the power couple here, over almost getting 150 each. Pierre Dumoulin, mostly on a more typical tight end role tonight. 4 for 59. Who has the best average? It's Andy Overnight, 4 for 144. Ridiculous numbers. Like, get out of here with that. Bill Sellers, though, in his reliever role with 2 key receptions there at the end. That's hilarious. With his 48 speed, reeling in 2 catches for 33 yards. That is amazing. Wow, Erwin Mongo, 7 pancakes. Holy moly. Pierre Dumoulin, 5. Yeah, Oliver Holmes and... where is he? Yeah, Adam Banks, only 1 pancake this game. Very curious. Much worse matchup for him this game. Like, last week, Adam Banks got like 8 pancakes. Like, whoever was the defensive tackle for the Janitors was not getting it done against Adam Banks. Man. We'll go to defensive stats. Landon Chuff Puff and Chad Candy, both with 8 tackles. Lots of interceptions, 2 thrown apiece. Reno Pearson getting the game-ending interception, one could argue. Gerald Skygrave getting an early interception. Chad Candy getting an end zone interception. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Walter Kite Flyer. Okay, can we go to the where is it? Forced fumbles. 4 different Rollers got forced fumbles against the Shitbirds. The Shitbirds did not get a single forced fumble. Incredible stuff. Miles Gundark. That was the frickin' play of the game. That was incredible. Miles Gundark attempting to get a bully reception, as I'd call it, trying to overpower the cornerback. Gets intercepted. Miles Gundark is like, you do not do that to me. Immediately tackled back the cornerback. Knocked the ball loose, and August Half-Price picks it up for a fumble recovery touchdown. What? Yeah, Drew Bradford, Landon Chupup, and Reno Pearson all also forcing fumbles, 2 of which were on the quarterback, Jalen Randall Jr. This Rollers defense is incredible.